beautiful community, my geeks and peeps, my second family. Hope you're doing well. Diversity part 3. We have in today's lesson expressing degrees of certainty using will, may, and might. Expressing degrees of certainty using will, may, and might. Listening and speaking. 1. Look at the pictures below and predict توقع what may happen in the future, futuro, using will. If you are sure, and maybe or perhaps if you are not totally sure about your predictions, توقعاتك أو توقعاتك, right? In the first picture here, we have, you will communicate with dead relatives via virtual reality. Just imagine someone of your family passed away, and you will be able to communicate with him or her or them via virtual reality. Just imagine, واحد مات وتقدر تكومينيكي معاه via virtual reality. What do you think? Is it sure thing, not sure thing? What do you think? Well, for me, it's impossible. For me, it's impossible. What about you? Well, you can predict whatever you feel like to predict, whatever you want to predict, right? Second picture, we have an asteroid might destroy us in 862 years. Asteroid might destroy us in 862 years. Well, for me, why not? Maybe, perhaps. You can never know. We might be dead ever before this date, 862 years. You never know what will happen tomorrow, Okay, third picture. You will be able to smell your favorite TV shows. Just imagine you are sitting and watching your favorite TV shows, TV series, I don't know, films, etc. And they are, for instance, baking in the kitchen. Baking cookies, chocolate cookies. And you can smell them. What do you think about this? Is it something that will happen? Are you sure? Is it maybe or perhaps, yani, not totally sure? What do you think about this? Is it happenable? It's up to you. You can, of course, as I said, predict whatever you want, right? Whether it's possible or impossible. We move to the next one. We will need to leave Earth. Wow. We will need to leave Earth. Just imagine, after this global pandemic, after coronavirus, we will need to leave Earth. Is it possible? Is it impossible? What do you think? For instance, we will need to leave Earth, from Earth to Mars or another planet. What do you think? Okay, it's up to you, of course. You can predict whatever you want. We move to the last one. Antibiotics will stop working. Antibiotics will stop working. Imagine you are sick, you are dead, and the doctor gives you antibiotics, and they don't work at all. They stop working. What do you think? Will that happen? Is it possible? Is it impossible? Is it sure or not? Not sure? Are you sure about it? Are you not sure about it? Is it a maybe, perhaps, or a will? What do you think? What can you predict about this? Or about all of these pictures, these predictions? Right, we move to listening. Well, listen to an audio script and take the best answer. So I will leave you here to listen to the audio script to answer the following questions, right? I'm leaving you to it.
This is Jim Stanley from Radio 2. It's time for your favorite program, What's New? Today, I'm going to interview a group of specialists about the changes that might happen over the next decade. Gentlemen, welcome. My first question is to Mr. Welling. What are your predictions about the changes in our eating habits for the next decade?
Well, there will be changes in the next decade for sure. But we don't have the same degree of certainty about all of them. From what I see, we'll eat more GMFs, I mean genetically modified foods, than we do today. The good news is in the possible change in our eating habits is that we might reduce hunger in the world.
That's really good news, Mr. Welling. What about education? How sure are we about all this talk on teleschooling, Mr. Clarkson?
We've already made a lot of progress in computer technology. I'm sure that children won't go to school every weekday as they are now doing. They will be able to study at home using computer.
Mr. Crease, you're a specialist in home technology. Our homemakers are certainly waiting for your announcements. Is there any good news for them?
Yes. We're currently developing robot homemaids. In 2 or 3 years, these robots will probably be available for sale. Homemakers will do less housework then. It is also likely that they will do all their shopping by computer online, as they say.
It's your turn, Dr. Jones. What positive changes we can expect from the world of medicine?
I'm sorry, Jim, to say that the expected changes are both positive and negative, and we're not completely certain that they will happen in the immediate future. We may invent a cure for killer diseases like cancer, but new diseases may well infect us. Just look at the fears that the bird flu virus has caused all around the world recently.
May I ask you another question, Dr. Jones?
Please do.
Can pandemics like the plague come back in our modern time?
The chances are small, but pandemics might well reappear in another form because of the easy contact that people across the world have with one another today.
Hey back! A. The audio script is a lecture, an interview, or a story. What do you think? So it is an interview, right? An interview. B. Jim is the interviewer or the interviewee. So it is the interviewer, right? He is interviewing the others, right? So he's called the interviewer. 3. Listen to the audio script and write the sentences which contain the models in the graph. So of course you can listen to the audio script again to answer this question or do this task, right? And we are doing it in 3, 2, 1 here. So we don't want, we have in the audio script, they said the first, well, there will be changes in the next decade for sure. We will eat more genetically modified foods. This is the abbreviation of genetically modified foods, GMFs, right? Children will be able to study at home. Homemakers will do less housework. They will do all their shopping by computer. They won't go to school every weekday, right? This is will and want. Okay, we have will and want. They use both of them. The second one will probably or probably not. So robots will probably be available for sale. For may well, we have new diseases may well infect us, such as coronavirus. Well, it's not you at the moment. May or may not. We may invent a cure for killer diseases, not like cancer, but many diseases may infect us. So in the might well, we have pandemics might well reappear in another form, of course. It's happenable, huh? It might happen. The last one might or could. We might reduce hunger in the world. Yes, why not? I hope, inshallah. So remember, we have certainty and doubt. Doubt, shak, okay? And certainty, of course, تأكد, متأكد. You are sure about something. So you can use this expression, for instance, for certainty. حاجة متأكدين بيها, متأكدين عليها. You can use these expressions. For instance, the first one, I'm almost certain that you will like this video. Haha. I'm quite sure that you can give an example. I have the conviction that I have the firm belief that it seems to me that this will happen. I'm sure about this. I don't know. You can do or say whatever you want, whatever you are sure about. It's likely that, it's probable that, and same with doubt, shak. Something you are not sure about, something that you doubt. So you can say, I have doubts that. You can say what you want to say. It's improbable that, here probable, and this is the opposite of this world, right? It's unlikely that here likely and here unlikely, okay? It seems to me that here, it seems to me that, for instance, something will happen. It seems to me that you will like this video, and here I can say it seems to me that you won't like this video, okay? So this is for that and this is for certainty, okay? تأكد عند الشك, right? We have here a task. Using the clues below, make predictions about the future. Express certainty or doubt. Of course, you can use them. Okay? We have first one. Will we travel space someday? This not happen tomorrow. What can you say about it? Of course, you can pause, do the task, and get back for the correction. I'm almost certain that we will travel to space someday. I'm almost certain, okay? I'm almost certain. It expresses certainty, right? So we have, I'm almost certain that we will travel to space someday. B says, it seems to me that this won't happen tomorrow. This is that. It expresses that, okay? And here, certainty, right? For the second one, we have men live up to 130 years. This happened near future. What can you say about it? So 3, 2, 1. I'm quite sure that men will live up to 130 years. I'm quite sure that this is, you are متأكد, okay? Since you use this expression. It's unlikely that this is that, right? It's unlikely that this might happen. Je pense pas à dit ça. Okay? So this is that. Third one, children study home, use computers. This happened. What can you say about it? So 3, 2, 1, go. We have, for this, I have the firm conviction that children will study at home to work through the use of computer. This happened. You can say, I have no doubt about this. No doubt. ما عندي حتى دوت. ما عندي حتى شك about this fact that children will study at home to work through the use of computer. And this is what is happening right now. During this global pandemic, we are doing virtual classes. We are studying by using our computers. Okay? This is happening. So there is no doubt. We have no doubt about this, right? And we are living it at the moment. So shukran, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and you will find my Facebook page and Instagram links down in the description box. خليت لكم les liens تاع Instagram et la page Facebook تاعي تحتها في ال description box. Right, you will find them there. So thank you, stay safe, and I will catch you next time.